Hey everyone, this is Maggie back with another craft for you. Today we are going to spruce up maybe an old tray you have lying around or one you just bought that you plan to do something with. So you're going to need some spray paint. If you don't like the color of your tray, which I don't, I'm going to be spray painting it with this. I've used this before. If anyone hasn't seen my previous video with this included, again, I'm not telling you to go out and buy this. We just happen to have this lying around and it doesn't get used much. So instead of purchasing another one, I'm just going to be using this. But this is probably going to cost you more than just going to a craft store if there's one open or ordering it. You do not need high performance wheel Rust-Oleum spray, but this is what I have. And also some paper or adhesive vinyl or contact paper if you have that. I'm using a piece of scrapbook paper that I have, and I'm just gonna Mod Podge it underneath and on top to seal it so it lasts me a while. And then whatever you want to decorate this with. I am going to be using some rhinestone wrap that I have from Dollar Tree. So I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll put it around the edge or in here. We'll see how it goes. But let's prep everything first. And I can go out and spray this later. So what you want to do is definitely find out what size the inside of your tray is if you're going to be putting any kind of paper down like I am. I'm at about 11 3/4. By 4 1/4. 11 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. If you have a ruler, of course use that. I have a slicer, so I'm gonna just cut my paper down really quick. So we want it here. My paper is 12 by 12, that's why it's not going to look like I'm cutting off very much. And now I need by 4 1/4. Now I just want to make sure this is going to fit nice. It fits perfectly. So you can see why I'm going to spray mine. I have a gray theme going on in my house, so I'm going to spray paint it silver. This does come in silver if you happen to be out and are in Dollar Tree. I just have not been able to find it. I've only been able to find the gold. That's not broken, I should say. I have found silver in 2 stores. Every single one of them had a corner broken. So once you figured that out, now you just want to decide what kind of embellishments you want. And I'm just cutting my wrap apart to decide what I think is going to look best. So I could either put this on the edge. I think 2 wide would be enough for that if I wanted to do that. Or I could put 1 along the edge here to hide my edges. Or I guess I could actually put 1 there. this is just a scrap that I had, so that's why I'm gonna just cut it apart so I can see how it will look. You can use rhinestones, pearls, really anything, whatever you want to use. I just think this happens to look really nice. So I could actually I might do that. Put some on the top and down here. So now I know I'm going to be cutting apart some wrap. These pieces aren't quite long enough for me to use. Nope. But I can use them on the inside. So I'm again just going to measure. I want 14-inch pieces and 6.5-inch. Okay. And my edge here is not straight, so I'm just going to cut that. Okay. Okay, so that's 14, and since there's 5 deep here, that's plenty for me to do the outer and inner of both sides. So that's my 14-inch piece, and I just want to measure this again because I've already forgotten. 6.5. Okay, so now we need a 6.5-inch piece. And that's going to be about there. So I've got my 6.5-inch pieces and my 14-inch pieces. So now I'm just going to cut them apart. This is what you're going to want your hot glue for. Hot glue or E6000 if you'd prefer to use that. I don't imagine this is going to get beat up so much that E6000 is necessary, and the hot glue will dry much faster. You could also do this a completely different theme. I did see someone do a nautical looking one. You could paint this white and you could use nautical rope, shells. You could do any kind of theme on this that you want. Okay, so there's my 4 long pieces. and my 4 shorter pieces. So I just want to see how this is going to look. You'll notice these are a little bit long because I did measure them for the outer piece as well. It's definitely good to lay it out because then you can see maybe what you wanted to do turns out to just look like way too much. Maybe you want a little less, maybe you want a little more. All right, so I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do with mine. And now I am gonna go spray paint this tray. And when I come back, it'll be silver and we will be ready to go. All right, so we are back inside here with our tray, which is now silver. And we are going to use our Mod Podge, or at least I am, to attach my paper. If you have something that's already adhesive, that is even better. I definitely encourage you to use that. If you have contact paper or adhesive vinyl, definitely will work even better for you. If you don't, you're just going to do what I'm doing to secure your paper. Put a nice thin layer on here. Don't want it to be too much. And then you want to put some on top of it as well, just to seal it. This stuff you can get in the craft store or in Dollar Tree. I don't use much of it because, I'll be honest, I don't care for it too much. It makes me nervous that I'm gonna mess it up. Nice and glued down. And it does bubble sometimes, which is why I don't care for it much. So just try to get out as many bubbles as you can. And now with the hot glue, we're going to glue on our rhinestone wrap. What's nice about putting the wrap down is you will get to hide any seam you might be able to see where your paper meets the edge. And you're going to do this to all 4 sides. And then we will be finished. And here's our finished product. So if you do this, definitely send me a picture. Tell me what you used it for. I am going to be using mine for all of my remotes by my TV. And I hope you enjoyed this craft, and I will see you in the next video.